Thank you for joining me. The introit for Sunday, August 1st is from Psalm 78. With upright heart he shepherded them and guided them with his skillful hand. He commanded the skies above and opened the doors of heaven, and he rained down on them manna to eat and gave them the grain of heaven. Man ate of the bread of the angels. He set them food in abundance. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen the show Hoarders. I've only briefly watched it and found out that I can't stand watching it. There's something wrong about people who hoard so much stuff, so much junk, that it destroys their lives. Now, we realize that we can easily become attached to things and then hang on to it even well past the time when it was useful for us. The Introit is the section that reminds the people of God when they were in the wilderness and God provided manna for them to eat. This also fits well with the gospel reading for this Sunday when Jesus telling the crowd, "I am the bread of life." God provides for our every need. And I find that once we have certain needs taken care of, we tend to relax. In a conversation that I had with a person who ran a food bank and relief ministry, in that conversation he told me that in his experience, when people felt secure with food, they would start paying their bills. When we have food, we can feel secure. And here in the psalm, the people are reminded of the time when God provided for them what they needed, but with a small twist. And if you remember how the manna worked, God challenged the people's trust with it. They were to gather what they needed when he gave it to them and trust that he was going to continue to care for them and provide. The temptation that we have is to hoard the things that bring us security. But God wants us to trust in him, and oftentimes that means letting go and trusting that God will indeed provide. Now, our security is not in how much food we can store up. Our security is not in how big our bank account is. Our security is in God. He provides what we need when we need it. And even though that might be a little unsettling at times, it is exactly what we need because we can get a little too focused on the stuff that we have, that God needs to take the control out of our hands so that we will learn to rely on him. Thank you for joining me.